basically, I chair Eckington Parish Council Youth Forum,
Right.
which is just a group of 13 to 19-year-olds. We've got about a dozen of us in Eckington, in Derbyshire. It's led by young people. We do have youth workers that work with us, obviously, but they don't. They try to let us take control of it as much as we can. They give us information and stuff like that, but they try to let young people run it as much as they can. And we've done all kinds of different things. We've done a multi-use gaming area in the parish. We've done grip bins, recycling bins, all sorts of different things. Their proposals, are to cut funding to youth services, which put in, I think it's 29 youth centres in jeopardy of closing, and they will make redundant 157 part-time youth workers. All the full-time youth workers will go on to be support staff, members of the MAT team, stuff like that. They're just demolishing the basic foundation of our youth centre. The youth centre is a place where people can go, even if people don't go 10 hours a week, which is what they're wanting for it to count as a person that attends the youth centre or whatever it is. Even if people don't go that often, they know it's there and they know they can go there if they need anything.
Yeah, and so young people in the area are very aware of it and do utilise it.
It's very well established in the area, absolutely.
How old are you?
I'm 16. Yeah. We heard about these proposals. We were in the middle of our grit bin project. Basically, we were filling grit bins with grit, the old recycling boxes that aren't used anymore, filling them with grit and giving them out to vulnerable people in our parish. And when we heard about it, we obviously used that time to knock on doors, speak to people, get people interested, and get them sign the petition.
People need the day centre. Like on Monday Club, what I go to, what we all went for, there's 50 odd people there, and if it closed, they won't have nowhere to go.
Only on the streets.
So obviously on the streets. So people go there to make friends and do activities. So if they close that, if they close the room, they won't have nowhere to go.
Right. So on Monday you have nowhere to go?
No.
Yeah, there's no alternative.
No.
There's everything to do. They're very good to us, though.
What do you do there?
Everything.
Everything?
Swimming and all sorts. Day trips.
Yep. How long have you been going there?
A long time, though.
Long time as well. Yeah.
Probably 40 years for Julie.
Okay.
40 years.
Yeah.
And 20 years for a lot of the others.
Okay, so like 20 years for you guys.
Yeah.
And we're not have nowhere to go. Nowhere to go, Just drawings, a very good drawer.
Oh, okay.
And bingo.
And bingo?
We're very well known within the local area, both the social services and all other agencies, and we're the only club of its kind that gives respite for 3 hours a night on a Monday night for parents and carers, of which it is a programme member-led, doing activities of their choosing. So the reason we're here today is to actually try and save the building, because as I said 20 years ago we lost the staff and we as volunteers stood in to save that, and now we feel we have the building taken from us. We do pay rent for that building, normal, we don't get no subsidies whatsoever, and we pay rent for it. So without this building there's no other community building in our area.
I'm a qualified youth worker as well, and as branch chair and secretary for CAIA, the Children and Young Adults Department in Derbyshire, one thing that I'm inundated in daily in this county with is the cuts to services for our young people, be it in schools, be it in social care, be it in youth provision, youth offending. The cuts are biting deep. I just want to know how much deeper they're prepared to bite with our provision for our young people. The resources are being slashed, and at the end of the day, in 5, 6, 7 years' time, the people who are being most affected, the families that are being treated worse from all these measures of cutting back in this county, are going to be coming back and draining the services in the future. what I want to do. And we're looking at making 100 teaching assistants redundant. We're making people redundant at Bread Soul Behaviour Service, who have provided a unique service for society's ostracised and most vulnerable. Them guys are already going to be sacked down there. They're on a 10-week notice. We've got perhaps 157 youth workers going to go. Where do the cuts stop?
Has the right to speak on this petition. Excuse me, be quiet please.
When these proposals first came out, for those who don't know me, by the way, I'm Greg Roberts. I chair Youth Parish Forum. We've got about a dozen members between the ages of 13 and 19 in Atkinson Youth Centre. I also volunteer at Atkinson Rugby Clubs who provide us with learning disabilities. We also use the Youth Centre to work with inclusion in the Youth Centre.
I intend to accept this petition. I intend to take a legal stance on this. And that is the end of the matter. We have 15 minutes. I've made a rule and we will stick to what I have said. And there is a 15-minute debating period. Now, when we go on like this, the constitution that relates to this
I'd like to move suspension of standing orders if we still have standing orders, because this is suspend standing orders so we can have a full debate on this. This is what needs to be moved.
It doesn't sit easily with the rest of the constitution. It's been described within one other county council as being something of a challenge, but there is no motion before the council. The sort of motion which Councillor Weston has suggested is a motion that can only be received on notice.
Otherwise, there is no purpose to it.
This petition that has all the hallmarks of militant labour scale. Let's get back to plain and simple facts. And for that, I've got to take back that paper on 30% last year, which clearly outlines 6 key service principles and main work. And I'll go through them. Improve and fairer access to youth service activities for all young people wherever they live in the county. Improve provision of youth activities at times and in locations to suit the needs of young people and enable the service to be more effective.
I mean, it's great really, the amount of people that we've had that value the young service provision. 16,200 and odd of them have openly come out and said that they support youth service provisions.
I've only been going about for 3 months, but I enjoy going. Because I had nowhere else to go, you see. And if it weren't for Monday Club, there'd be nowhere to go.